If you had a friend in need, you would do anything you could to help them out. That principle applies to churches too. When there's a church that's struggling or in need, we have found it very beneficial for another church to come alongside and encourage them and strengthen them and lend a hand in ways that can help that church. We call this church partnerships.
Because I didn't know what was going to happen. We were slowly going down.
Last year, we were able to partner with the Dansville Church when they were going through a pastoral transition. And I was able to be a part of discussions with our leadership team and even the candidate for the ministry there.
So when I came here, they were averaging about 30 to 40 people, and today we had 98 people. So it's just really exciting to see how God is renewing and reviving this church.
This past year, since our partnership and since Pastor Colleen came, the joy and excitement is really high. A lot of the new people have become involved, taking ownership of different areas. It's very, very exciting.
Our first partnership was with the Perry Church about 6 years ago. Some had even advocated closing the church, but the leaders there really wanted to make a difference and to change. They just weren't sure how. So they learned from our experience, and we shared some ideas with them, and they developed their own ideas. And that church really had its own identity in the community. So it wasn't Valley Chapel taking over the Perry Church. It was more sharing ideas with them that helped them see what they could do differently in their own context.
Transitions can be a time where you lose a lot of people, and I think having that stability of still, we always came back to the partnership with Valley Chapel, and we had the ministers from there that were able to help us through that.
We're close to that handoff point where Valley Chapel really kind of came around to us at Hope Chapel, and as we have grown and matured, it's sort of pushing the bird out of the nest. The church themselves, I think, are feeling like we're growing and maturing and are ready to really kind of run with this on our own, which is a healthy place to be.
We talked a lot about getting our youth group to kind of be separated from Valley, not because it wasn't good, but there's a lot of kids in the community we felt like we weren't really reaching.
Being a new pastor, it's a little scary coming in. It's been so wonderful to have Pastor Todd and Pastor Mike, who have been pastoring a while, to be able to share their gifts with me, share their resources with me. And it's so encouraging to not feel like I'm alone and isolated.
So the greatest benefit to the partnership for me has been meeting with staff, being able to kind of talk through some of the goofiness or some new ideas or preaching ideas. Also having somebody that I know that I can call and connect with and say, hey, I'm struggling with this, or what do you think about this, or how do I move us along in this direction?
Partnerships make a lot of sense. Ecclesiastes 4 says 2 are better than 1, for they have a good return for their labor. And if one falls down, the other can help them up. We've been able to help up a couple of other churches that were struggling and to begin to see them turn around. And we would love to see more partnerships succeed and bring fruit and life to churches everywhere.